Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, Lioness Moon Intuitive Tarot. My name is Sarah. Thank you for being here. So today, Taurus, we are going to pull out a Celtic cross spread for the week of April 6th to the 12th, 2025. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take only what resonates, leave out what does not. If you are interested in having a personal reading done by me, the information on how to obtain that is in the description box below this video. All right, Taurus, tapping into the energies of Taurus, please, Spirit. Energies of Taurus. Okay, we're going to do a Celtic cross. 1, 2, 3. All right. The Nine of Wands in reverse. That is Moon in Sagittarius. Just a second. I'm going to bring the camera up a bit. All right. Moon in Sagittarius. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. We've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. We've got the Two of Cups in reverse here. The Knight of Cups in reverse. I'm telling you, I do not put all my cards in reverse, only half. And I do it at the beginning of each reading, so it's always different. What we do not see is the Eight of Cups in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the overall energy of this reading is the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. So we're going to find out what this whole reading has to do, how this is all going to tie into the Six of Cups in reverse. So what I'm seeing here in the Six of Cups in reverse is that there's something to do with the past that is being held onto. The past isn't being let go. In some cases, this could be a karmic situation. I often will read the Six of Cups as being something even from like past lives that needs to be rectified. So we're going to find out what this means, okay, Taurus? So right now what I'm seeing here is that there's this energy in the present moment of giving up on something. There's been something that's been very difficult for you to handle or maintain right now. And it looks like whatever this is something that you are either giving up on or you're ready to give up on it. It's like, I just don't have any more fight in me to continue with this. I need to give up. So what's challenging this position, this situation right now is releasing something. There's something here that's being held onto that may need to be released, okay? In the past, it looks like there was some sort of unclear decision that may have been made, okay? And that's what led to this. We're going to end up clarifying and finding out more. But what I'm seeing here in the focus is that there's something that was potentially idealized, held in a much higher light than it should have been held in. Almost like you put somebody on a pedestal that they didn't deserve to be on. Now, this doesn't need to necessarily be a romantic connection, but for some of you, it is. For some of you, it's a romantic connection. Some of you, it's not. This may have something to do with even some sort of friendship or even work relationship. Whoever this, there is a connection here. I mean, I can't look at it any other way when I see the Two of Cups in reverse in the future position. It looks like there is whatever's going on here is going to lead to some sort of falling out, okay? And what we do not see is somebody who walked away from something may be returning. So there may be a return of an energy that has already potentially walked away. So we'll find out what this is all about as we clarify. Spirit, why is the Four of Pentacles in reverse here for Taurus in the challenge position? Why is the Four of Pentacles in reverse? One more. We've got the Fool in the upright. So that's what I'm getting here. There is something, okay, so there is something to do with moving on to a new beginning here. And it may be in friendship. I feel like there's something that needs to be released here. It has something to do with some sort of dishonest energy. It could have something to do with there is some sort of either some sort of dishonest energy or an energy of somebody who believes they know everything about everything. Okay. I'm also getting here too that there is this serious neediness that you've been dealing with. Like almost like there's a lack of reciprocity in a connection that you have felt. And it seems to me that it would be in your emotional best interests to move on to calmer waters here. So that is your challenge here, is to actually let go of something or somebody, okay? Because whatever this is it looks like whatever this is taking from you more than they're giving back. Like almost like so if this is a work situation, you may be putting in more work than you're seeing any kind of return on your investment for, as far as time and effort goes. And if this is a relationship, same goes there. Okay. So we've got the Ace of Swords in reverse. Like there was some sort of bad decision that was made here. Why is the Ace of Swords in reverse here? We got the Hermit. And there's something to do with... So what I'm getting here is that there's some sort of there's something from your past. This could be some sort of childhood conditioning that may have led you down a path where it seems like you may have made a poor decision somewhere. So what happened is that you moved in a new direction and left something behind. And it looks like you may have had to be introspective about, because you didn't want to miss an opportunity, is what I'm getting here. So it does look like you had to detach from something, but it also looks like there was a new potential to move in a new direction because you didn't want to miss out on an opportunity. And for a lot of you, this does have to do with a new relationship, okay? But even in doing so, this caused a certain level of anxiety here. So it was almost like deep down you knew that there was a potential that you were making a bad decision. Okay, why is the Nine of Wands in reverse? It looks like you're giving up on something though. Almost like you had made this decision to move in this direction and now you're feeling like you want to give up on it. And this may have something to do with a relationship. Yeah. It's like you're ready to move on. You're ready to give up on something and just move on with the Chariot. There's something to do, well, we've got 2 5s in reverse here. There's something to do with giving up. There's something to do with giving up a grudge or giving up the fight is what I'm seeing here. There may be some sort of animosity and conflict that you've been dealing with as well. It does feel like there may be some feeling of wanting to come out of the cold with somebody else, with somebody too, though. What do we have here? All right. So here's what I've got here, is that you're giving up on something right now. But it looks like you have the potential to confidently, or you may already confidently know what it is that you want. It does feel like there's been some sort of grudge regarding something to do with some sort of misinformation. There's something to do with some sort of misinformation, or yeah, and honestly, the Page of Swords in reverse, and this may not be the case for all of you, but for some of you, the Page of Swords in reverse can represent a certain level of gossip, could be slander. It does represent misinformation and knowledge being obtained in a way, but it's often not rooted in anything factual. It's often something else, but it does look like you know what you want. It's like you can confidently go after what it is that you want. Why is the Knight of Cups in reverse? Why is the Knight of Cups in reverse in the focus? We've got the King of Pentacles in reverse here. So there's somebody who you, okay, so there is something, it's potentially somebody who you held in really high regard. You may have thought that this was somebody who was going to be stable, solid. It does look like there is an energy of somebody who values material wealth here. Somebody who puts more value on material than maybe they should be putting on material. And they're it's almost like they don't even know how to actually manifest it though. So you're dealing with a very difficult energy, because these are the people who will be the first ones to complain about the 1% and how they've taken over everything. And I'm not saying that that's not rooted in fact, but then go and hang out on Amazon all day long buying stuff off there. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those kind of energies. Like, I hate the system, but I'm going to totally contribute to the system in my own way. Is the king? That's how I often see the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who you may have thought you were going to get a commitment out of. For some of you, if this isn't work related, that turned out to not be a good commitment. Either way, there's something that you held in high regard and idealized, and it feel like it had something to do with banking on it being stable in your life, and it turned out to not be stable. And whatever this is led to a falling out, or is leading to a falling out between you and somebody else. This could have to do with an actual commitment for a lot of you. This could be a marriage for some of you. Like, there was some sort of bad offer that was taken here. And it's almost like somebody is realizing something about what they need to do in order to get out of, there's been some sort of trap here, and somebody wants to try and get out. And so what I'm getting here is that your challenge is to release this energy right now in order to move on to a new beginning and maybe start making new friends or something. With this Eight of Cups in reverse and what we do not see, can we get more on this Eight of Cups in reverse, please? Something is making a return. The High Priestess in reverse. There's something that's unknown, okay? I'm getting that there's been some sort of secrets here. And there's some sort of injustice that's taking place here. Somebody might feel like there's been some sort of injustice, but it does look like somebody wants to work on something with you. This may be a work relationship for some of you. Ace of Swords in reverse. This is the same. So what we do not see is that there's something from the past that keeps creeping its way in that causes you to make a poor decision, okay? It may be rooted in idealizing something to do with material. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. There's something that you may idealize with regard to material that keeps letting you down. Either that, or it has something to do with idealizing stability and commitment in a way that continues to let you down. And it looks almost like there's something that's coming back into your life to teach you this lesson again. Whatever this is, though, is supposed to help catapult you towards a mindset that is capable of creating, with victory and success, the abundance that you want to create. Okay. It does look like I am going to say, whatever this is that's potentially coming back towards you is something that is not a good energy. This is something that is not whatever this is not fair, and somebody does keep secrets here. Can we get more? I just want to see what the situation is on this, because it's a little nebulous, and I kind of want to be more specific with you, Taurus. A little bit. Maybe I shouldn't get too specific, because maybe I'm being too personal with my audience. There's something that's okay. This is it. This is kind of the reason why I like taking these cards, because now I'm seeing that, okay, so I said there's something that is keeping you held back. There's something that's coming back into your life that has already left your life, something that from the past, and it continues. I'm getting that this is a past, something that you're stuck on from the past here, that continues to pop up and creates a similar, it's almost like you may have had this lesson more than once, is what I'm getting for a lot of you. And it may have something to do with having an insatiable need for something. And it may have something to do with material. It could have to do with stability. It would make perfect sense to me too, Taurus, that it would be you who would feel that way, just because you are the most stable, patient, reliable sign of the zodiac. So that would make sense to me that that's something that you would value. But yes, okay, this is what I got here, is that there's something that you either haven't learned this and you're going to learn it, because this is saying that there's a completion here, which is the equivalent to the world. There's something that's going to happen down here, and it's due to some sort of unfairness here regarding secrets, is what I'm getting here. Something that's been kept quiet, or maybe even some sort of deception, okay? And it's meant to teach you something, and it has something to do with having something insatiable. It may also have to do with settling in relationships, okay? If this is a relationship situation, a romantic relationship situation. So we've got this Two of Cups in reverse. Why is the Two of Cups in reverse here, Spirit, for Taurus? Some sort of falling out in love, possibly. The Emperor, the World in reverse. There's something that's coming back in for you, potentially. That's not. Here's what I've got, is that there may not have been a lesson learned yet. So here is what I've got, is that unless you take the time to truly be introspective, and it shows up that for many of you, you have been. It's almost like you already know something about your past and the decisions that you have made that have led you to this situation, okay? You already know something about it. And so what I'm getting here is that something is going to come back. It's almost like sometimes we're tested to see if we learned or not. It comes in the form of a temptation often. And the intention is that you will learn something here. The problem is that if you decide to take the initiative to try and work something out with this energy, it's going to put you in a position where you have to learn that same lesson again. Okay, whatever it is that you were allegedly supposed to already have learned may come back again, because you haven't closed the cycle out yet. And so, yeah, so there's something to do with something unknown here, something playing on your deepest fears, and something unknown. And it may be rooted in not being able to make things happen for yourself. It may also be rooted in succumbing to somebody's manipulation. So with the Magician in reverse to the Moon, I'm going to say that you may be dealing with somebody who wears a pathological mask, where you're dealing with somebody who genuinely believes their own lies. Okay, they wear a mask they have a persona that does not reflect their actual behavior, especially behind closed doors and when you actually know this person. Now, that may not necessarily be the case for every single one of you here, but for many of you, I am getting that whoever this is that's potentially coming back into your life is meant to teach you a lesson in that. Okay, and and what I'm also getting is that there's a very high potential that you should have already learned this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move that. So the advice is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So there, again, remember I had said that earlier. We did see that Six of Pentacles in reverse in this deck. There's something to do with some sort of needy energy, okay? I'm getting very strongly here that for a lot of you, this is a situation that you would be in your best interest to let go of, because you are being taught a lesson in reciprocity here and the importance of it. Because it looks to me like when you are in a situation where it's all take and no give on one party's part, or all give and no take on one party's part, it's very, very difficult, especially to the party that feels like they're the ones giving all the time. Can we get more on the Six of Pentacles? In reverse, we got the Two of Cups in reverse. And then the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're dealing with an extremely selfish energy that's going to lead to a falling out anyways. Okay. So again, we've got a series. Okay, mask. We saw the Magician in reverse along with the Moon. I saw a mask wearer, and now I'm seeing the King of Wands in reverse. This is a chronically insecure energy. Whatever it is that you're dealing with is chronically insecure. You're also dealing with an energy here that needs attention in order to obtain. In order to feel validated in any way that matters to them, they will do whatever they have to do to get attention from anybody. They will do whatever they have to do. And it looks like whatever this is something that Spirit is saying is in your best interest to walk away from, because whatever this is causes you deep anxiety. It keeps you from being able to stay calm. And if you walk away from this is a release of a burden, is what I've got here. So the external influences, we've got something is done. Something has come to an end, all right? You could be dealing with a Scorpio for some of you. What's the Death? The Ten of Cups in reverse. This is, the Queen of Wands. Yes. So here's what I've got. Is that you have the potential to come into your true confidence here. Because whatever it is that has come to an end or needs to come to an end is not really your happily ever after. This is not your stability. This is not your happy home life. This is not, and in some cases, this may have nothing to do with a romance. This may have something to do with something else completely. But it does look like whatever this energy is not conducive to bringing you any kind of happiness at all. There does look like there is something new coming in for you that is going to help you to achieve some level of victory and success, and you may even be getting some sort of public recognition. I'm seeing you as the Queen of Wands in the upright and the Six of Wands here. So what I'm seeing here is that you are somebody who has not only are you persuasive and have the ability to lead, but it looks like you have the ability to lead on a mass scale if you want to. And it may have something to do with developing a new relationship with that Ace of Cups. So the hopes and fears, we've got the Three of Cups in reverse. Let's see what this is all about before I say anything. Why is the Three of Cups in reverse? The Ten of Swords. The Four of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Death. The Magician. All right, so it does look here like somebody is avoiding something, is what I'm getting here. Okay, so there may be something that needs to be addressed here. And it's only because, okay, so this is what I've got here, okay, Taurus. And honestly, what I'm getting here is that I I feel like we could always achieve what it is that our soul wants us to achieve through a certain level of introspection. I'm getting here that there is something that you may have to revisit because there's something that's still there's some sort of disaster that you're averting right now that you need to pay attention to. There's something that you're potentially needing to pay attention to that you may be avoiding right now. And it may be rooted in not wanting to feel the pain of a betrayal or a painful ending, but I am getting that there is something that you're going to have to face here that's going to help you to close out a cycle. And it may not be an easy thing to go through, but it looks like you're going to have to try and make this work, okay? Because if you don't, then you're going to be stuck in a loop, in a cycle that is not completed yet. All right, so the outcome is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so there's somebody who there's somebody or something that you've idealized. It may be rooted in some sort of material situation, or it's just stable, committed relationships. It looks like whatever this is, there's been some sort of falling out. It looks like it's going to continue to be. What I'm getting is that there's a misalignment of values and there is no equal give and take here sometimes. And that's what I'm getting here. We even see the Two of Cups in reverse with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and they're here twice. So I'm getting that there's some sort of lack of reciprocity here. You're not receiving any return on anything that you're investing into this situation. And I'm getting also that there's some sort of avoidance. There's something that you're avoiding, and I'm feeling like it has to do with letting go of something. Like you have to move into a new direction potentially, and there's some other connection. There may be a friendship connection, but it almost feels like there's some sort of connection that if you do not restore relational integrity with that connection, you're avoiding finishing a cycle of some sort, or you're avoiding facing something to do with some sort of betrayal or backstabbing. I'm just going to say that needs to be dealt with for you is what I'm getting here. What's the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, please, for Taurus? The Ace of Cups. There is something new for you. That is going to help it. So what I'm getting here for you, Taurus, is that there's something about what you've been repeating about in your past, and this could be more than one connection. There is a new connection for you, and it's not going to be dramatic. You're not going to have the drama, but it does look like whatever this is something that you want, and it may be coming in pretty quickly. I am getting, though, that in moving in a new direction here, it does look like there is some sort of either commitment or something about your value system that you may be going against here. You may not be exercising your judgment the way you feel like that is conducive to a favorable outcome here. I'm just going to see, because it looks like there's something to do with not following the call either. You're not following the call of where you need to go. So this is what I've got, okay? There's something that needs to be rectified. There's something about your past that you're going to be stuck on until you actually rectify it. And what I'm getting here is that, yes, there's something that you really want that's new in your future that's going to help you to avoid some level of drama. But I'm almost feeling, based on the other cards that I'm seeing here, that a part of your journey here, your soul's journey, was to learn something about what it is that you're avoiding. So, and for each and every one of you, that's going to be something different. All right, so the overall energy of this reading was the Six of Cups in reverse. So there's something to do with being stuck in a past. I'm getting that very strongly here, that this is a past conditioning, could be a past life thing. It looks like there's some sort of avoidance here of feeling any kind of grief or pain, trying to potentially just drop grudges and not pay attention to it. And what is happening by not addressing certain things that you need to address, it's actually keeping you in a loop where you're continuing to bring in bad or unfavorable or unlucky karma here. So that is the reading. I'm actually going to pull really quickly for you, Taurus, some angel guidance here in this angel oracle deck. Can we get a message, please, for Taurus on this reading? We've got let go. There's something you may need to let go of. We'll find, like, what else? What does Taurus need to let go of? What does Taurus need to let go of? Trust. So you need to trust something, let go of something, trust. And within the next few weeks, so trust that something's coming within the next few weeks. I am getting that there is the potential for something new, but I do feel like there is something that you may end up repeating even with this new energy if you don't face something that you've been repeating with these older energies here. Take action. So anyways, Taurus, that is your reading for the week of April 6th to the 12th, 2025. Thank you for tuning in this long if you're still here. Thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.